We humans are wired for connection. It's in our DNA. We crave belonging. We search for it in the eyes of loved ones. We find it in shared laughter and whispered secrets. Connection is not a luxury. It's a necessity. Just like air and water, we need it to truly thrive. From the moment we are born, we seek out human touch. We yearn for the warmth of a parent's embrace. This innate desire for connection doesn't fade with age. It evolves. It deepens. Throughout our lives, we long for the comfort of knowing we are seen, heard, and valued. This longing for connection is not a weakness. It's a strength. It's a testament to our humanity. It's a reminder that we are not meant to walk through this life alone. We are meant to share it, to laugh together, cry together, and support each other through life's inevitable storms. So let's embrace this beautiful, messy, complicated thing called connection. Let's nurture our relationships. Let's build bridges instead of walls. Let's create a world where everyone feels seen, heard, and loved. Want to live a longer, healthier life? Forget the expensive creams and fad diets. The secret to longevity might be much simpler, strong social connections. Studies show that people with close friendships tend to live longer, healthier lives. They have lower rates of heart disease, stroke, and depression. Why is this? Well, friends provide us with a sense of belonging and purpose. They offer a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, and a reason to laugh. These things are not just good for the soul, they're good for the body too. Laughter, for example, releases endorphins. These natural mood boosters have powerful pain-relieving effects. They can also help reduce stress and boost the immune system. Similarly, sharing our problems with someone we trust can lighten the load. This can lead to lower blood pressure and a reduced risk of anxiety and depression. So, the next time you're feeling stressed or down, reach out to a friend. Go for a walk, grab a coffee, or just chat on the phone. Your body and mind will thank you for it. In a world obsessed with social media and digital connections, loneliness has become a silent epidemic. We're more connected than ever before, yet many people feel isolated and alone. This disconnection takes a toll on our health. Studies show that chronic loneliness can be as harmful to our health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Loneliness triggers a stress response in the body. This leads to inflammation, which can increase the risk of chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and even Alzheimer's. Moreover, social isolation can weaken the immune system, making us more susceptible to infections. The emotional toll of loneliness is just as significant. It can lead to depression, anxiety, and even suicidal thoughts. Loneliness can make us feel like we don't belong, like our lives have no purpose. This can trap us in a vicious cycle of isolation and despair. It's time to break the silence around loneliness. We need to start talking about it openly and honestly. We need to reach out to those who are struggling. We need to create a world where everyone feels seen, heard, and connected. We often associate heart problems with physical factors like high cholesterol or smoking. But did you know that emotional stress can also break your heart? It's true. It's called broken heart syndrome or Takotsubo cardiomyopathy. This condition, often triggered by intense emotional stress like the loss of a loved one, mimics the symptoms of a heart attack. It causes chest pain, shortness of breath, and even heart failure. While the exact cause is still being studied, researchers believe it's linked to a surge of stress hormones that temporarily weakens the heart muscle. Broken heart syndrome is a stark reminder that our emotional and physical health are deeply intertwined. Loneliness, grief, and social isolation can manifest in physical ways. They can impact our cardiovascular health, weaken our immune system, and even shorten our lifespan. This connection highlights the importance of seeking social support during difficult times. Talking to a therapist, joining a support group, or simply confiding in a trusted friend can make a world of difference. Section 5. Social strength training. Just like we exercise to strengthen our muscles, we need to actively nurture our social connections. Think of it as social strength training. It's about building and maintaining strong, healthy relationships that support our overall well-being. This means making time for meaningful interactions. Put down the phone, disconnect from the digital world, and engage in face-to-face conversations. Have dinner with loved ones, call a friend instead of texting, or join a local club or group. Social strength training also means being present in our interactions. Listen attentively when someone is speaking. Offer support and encouragement. Be vulnerable and share your own experiences. These small acts of connection can have a profound impact on our own well-being and the well-being of others. Remember, building strong social connections takes time and effort. It's an ongoing process, not a destination, but the rewards are well worth the effort. Section 6. From casual to connected. We encounter countless people daily, but how many of these interactions are truly meaningful? It's easy to get caught up in superficial conversations and fleeting connections. But to reap the health benefits of social connection, we need to move beyond the surface and cultivate deeper, more authentic relationships. Start by being more intentional with your everyday interactions. Strike up conversations with the barista at your local coffee shop. Ask your neighbor how their day is going or compliment a stranger on their outfit. These small gestures can brighten someone's day and open the door to deeper connections. Another way to deepen casual connections is to be more open and vulnerable. Share your passions, your struggles, and your authentic self with others. This vulnerability creates a space for others to do the same, fostering a sense of trust and connection. Section 7. The art of showing up. One of the most powerful things we can do to strengthen our relationships is to simply show up. Be present for the people in our lives, both physically and emotionally. This means putting away our phones, silencing our inner critics, and truly listening to what others have to say. Showing up also means being there for the big moments, the milestones, and the celebrations. But it's equally important to be present for the everyday moments, the struggles, and the heartaches. Offer a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, or a helping hand when needed. Remember, relationships are a two-way street. Just as we need others to show up for us, they need us to show up for them. By being present and supportive, we create a strong foundation of trust and reciprocity that strengthens our bonds. Section 8. Vulnerability, the bridge to belonging. Many of us shy away from vulnerability. We build walls around our hearts, fearing judgment and rejection. But the truth is, vulnerability is the key to unlocking true connection. It's the bridge that allows us to cross the chasm of loneliness and reach the shores of belonging. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we show others our authentic selves. We share our imperfections, our fears, and our hopes. This creates a space for others to do the same, fostering a sense of empathy and understanding. Vulnerability is not about oversharing or seeking pity. It's about being brave enough to let others see our true selves, even the messy and imperfect parts. It's about trusting that we are worthy of love and connection, flaws and all. Section 9. Building your tribe, one connection at a time. Building a strong social network doesn't happen overnight. It's an ongoing process of reaching out, nurturing connections, and being open to new experiences. Start by identifying your interests and passions. What activities bring you joy? What causes are you passionate about? Join a local club or group that aligns with your interests. Take a class, volunteer your time, or attend community events. These shared experiences provide fertile ground for forming new connections. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Strike up conversations with people you encounter. Join online communities related to your hobbies or interests. Every interaction, no matter how small, is an opportunity to build a new connection. Section 10. The gift of connection. In a world that often feels isolating and disconnected, social connection is a precious gift. It's a gift that nourishes our souls, strengthens our bodies, and adds meaning to our lives. Let's cherish this gift. Let's nurture our relationships, cultivate new connections, and create a world where everyone feels seen, heard, and loved. Remember, connection is not a luxury. It's a necessity. It's the foundation of a happy, healthy, and fulfilling life. So go out there and connect.